What's up everyone? I want to go talk about car ergonomics. Now I'm in my car today. I just got home, but my commute this morning went from literally a half an hour to an hour. School is in session, there's more cars on the road, there's more accidents happening. And so I want to go talk about this because when it comes down to car ergonomics, there's 3 tips I always recommend. Now the first tip that I always recommend is going to be your ears over your shoulders. Pretty much your head's going to be against the headrest. Now the reason why that's important is, one, it's going to actually help you. It's just like laptop and computer ergonomics. If your head's shifting forward and you're working on the computer all day, it's going to put a lot of strain and tension onto your neck and to your shoulders. So if we can keep your head tilted back, that's going to help to take off a lot of tension off of the neck. Now the second reason why that's important is because when you get into, say, like a car accident, you'll get into what's called a whiplash injury. So it's just like a whip, right? So if you have a whiplash injury, your head's going back and it slingshots forward. Pretty much what happens is if your head's against the seat rest, it prevents your head from rocking back like that. It'll actually just shift you forward altogether. That prevents a lot of the strain of the ligaments and the tissues. So if you can keep your head against the headrest, not only is it going to help you taking off tension off the neck, but it will actually help to protect your spine in the long run, even if there's a car accident as well. Now, tip number 2 is going to be using a lumbar support pillow and keeping your back against the seat rest. Now, this is the pillow that I use, and I always recommend having something that's going to help to keep a neutral curvature in your low back. So what happens is this actually has a contour and actually helps to support my back, and it keeps me nice and snug, but it will help to keep that nice neutral curvature in my lumbar spine. The reason why that's important is basically when you actually sit into a chair for a long period of time, your back tends to bow the wrong way. Now when that happens, you have those ligaments start to stretch, and it's basically when you have a prolonged stretching of the ligaments, you get what's called ligamentous creep. Ligamentous creep is just basically when those ligaments get stretched too long, it takes a while for those ligaments to regain that tension that it's supposed to have in order to protect the spine. This is why people who go on long trips for like airplanes, where they're on an airplane for 3 or 4 hours, and then all of a sudden they lift up and grab the suitcase and boom, they blow out their back. Or even, for example, police officers or paramedics, where they're responding to a call and they've been sitting in the car for an hour or 2 hours or however long they might be, and then all of a sudden they run out and jump out of the car to go help someone or to go chase a bad guy, and all of a sudden they injure their spine because their ligaments have been stretched for so long. Now that stability that they used to have is no longer there. So you want to maintain that neutral posture and that neutral curvature in your lumbar spine to help to prevent ligamentous creep. Now the third tip that I'm going to recommend is going to be the steering wheel positioning. So I always recommend a 10-2 or 11-3, whatever you prefer, but you want to keep both hands on the steering wheel because that will actually help you to prevent you from twisting and torquing your spine. Now you can imagine if I'm holding the steering wheel like this, or I got the stick shift going on, what happens is if I'm holding the steering wheel like this, you'll notice that my body's twisted, my shoulder is hyperextended or reaching out here, and it's going to put a lot of strain, one, onto my shoulders, but it's actually going to twist my spine as well. So you want to have a neutral posture by having both hands on the steering wheel. Not only is it just safer because you have more control over the car, but it's actually helpful to actually maintain a neutral posture. So I'm not torquing my spine, I'm not twisting, but I'm actually maintaining a nice neutral posture just because my hands are positioned appropriately. And that's it, guys. I really hope that was helpful. Again, it's those 3 tips is, 1, keeping your ears over your shoulders, 2 is using a lumbar support pillow, and then 3 is maintaining a nice neutral posture by holding both hands on the steering wheel. I hope that helped you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please click that like button, comment below, let me know which tip was most helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. See you on the next video. Peace.